Hello. I'd like to give a demonstration of my preamp that has a secret weapon. It's not new, it's just not commonly found on most preamps. The one thing that we could all agree on is most of us don't have that perfect speaker in that perfect room. That said, with a preamp with parametric tone controls, as I have built, will help you to remove some of those little nasty peaks in the frequency response that can cause ear fatigue. Anyhow, so the preamp has Bluetooth capabilities, so anyone can download an app, frequency generator app. I use the QWSoft, this one here. And you don't need REW. In fact, I'd advise against using a microphone, and you can, but I like to use just my hearing because it's supposed to be for me, not for a chart, So if it sounds flat to me, that's the most important thing. So what I do is I just run up and down the frequency range using this app, and then I adjust the preamp, which I'll show you how this is done. First off, I've already we set this everything to, actually we need these, activate the tone circuit, so you can deactivate and deactivate the tone control circuit, so that you can actually hear the difference when you're playing music. And say, oh, here's with it in and here's with it out, that type of thing. So set everything, set that the boost can cut for the low frequency and for the high frequency filters. I got them set at 0, so it's flat right now. All right, let's find the trouble spots. The frequency is shown in this window right here. So you can control the rate with the slider of the frequency going up and down. So we're getting a little bit loudness there. It's getting a little loud there. So 278, 290, around 300 hertz is fairly loud on the low end. And oh, that's a hot spot there, around just under 3,000. Right about there. but 2800, it's fairly loud. So I'm gonna go full cut, and as you hear that goes down, the cue is going to set how wide of a frequency range that you're affecting. So you can really pinpoint in. This is why this is better than an equalizer, because you may have a lot of equalization channels, but so yeah, so right around the markings, pretty close to accurate. So it's right there. We hear the greatest effect. So maybe turn it up a bit so that the cut and the boost is only 6 dB max. So it kind of forces you not to do crazy stuff. You just want to take the edge off. All right. That I think is good there. And now we do the low filter. And the low filter we set around . Oh yeah. $270. A bit dry in here. So full cut. See that's when you got the cue up full. You're getting it right on the mark. So you hear that dip there. You bring the cue up to broaden it up a bit, and like that, we're going to try about 3 dB. Okay, that's it. Now, of course, there's other frequencies that maybe a dB or two up and down. Really, you just want to get the low-hanging fruit, the largest peaks. There's on this here. There's two generators, so it's a little confusing at first. Put it on channel 1, and then down here is your output, and you can control where that channel 1 goes to. You can have it go to the right channel, the left channel, by these switches here, and then output left and right on, and then you can just hit out. When out is lit, that's when it comes on. There you go. You can also do a sweep. There's lots to explore here in this app. I don't make the app, so you can download it from the App Store. That's that. So now I can just play some music, and I can defeat the tone circuit, hear what it sounds like, and then engage the tone circuit with the settings I got set up there and hear the difference. For me, certain music that you listen to might hit the hot points a lot and ruin the experience for you. With this, you can tone those hot spots down, and it's pure enjoyment. Thanks for listening.